If you think putting semolina in the microwave for 5 minutes will give you good couscous, you're mistaken. Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. We are back here in Esma Delice's kitchen and I'm so happy to be with you all again. I'm eager to share today's recipe with you. So let's get started. We'll be making Moroccan couscous. Now, I don't need to tell you, you already know, couscous is the French people's favorite dish. And it's not simply just a simple dish, but it's something very traditional and quite historic. And today, I'm going to show you how to do it with the tricks, the spice blend, and above all, we are not going to make the couscous in the microwave like we tend to see for 5 minutes with hot water in the microwave. That doesn't make good couscous. We have neither the aroma, nor the taste, nor the flavor that we look for in a couscous that's truly eaten in Morocco. Today, I'm sharing my experience with you. And now, you'll see that you'll never again mess up your couscous, or your semolina for that matter. This is the key to the couscous recipe. So without further ado, let's put on our aprons and get to the recipe. All right, let's get started. We'll roll up our sleeves and begin our recipe. I'll start with the ingredients. All the ingredients will be listed below in the video description as usual. So I'll need the semolina, obviously, and onion. I have 2 onions, a large tomato, and 4 vegetables. I have squash, zucchini, turnip, potato, and carrot. You can choose other vegetables of your liking without any problem. It won't affect the taste. Regarding the spices, I'm going to need some ginger, some pepper, a couscous seasoning blend, and also, of course, turmeric, along with a little bit of salt. For the oils, I'm going to use sunflower oil and olive oil, a blend of the two, a generous tablespoon of butter, and saffron that's been diluted in hot water. And of course, we can't forget the chicken. So the very first step for the couscous is marinating the chicken. I'm taking my chicken. I'm going to put it on the inside, exactly like this. And then I'm going to come and add the spices. As I told you, the amount of chicken is up to you. In fact, depending on your family size, you can also use beef or lamb. The recipe itself remains the same. It's really up to you to adapt it exactly as you wish. Whether you're using chicken or beef or even lamb, the recipe itself, it doesn't change. The basic foundation remains the same. So I'm going to take some olive oil and also some sunflower oil. I'm going to make a blend of the two, just like this. So there you have it. I'm going to write down all of the quantities at the bottom in the description of the video. I'm going to add half of the onions now, and the other half we'll add a little later. You'll follow along with me. I'm adding saffron that's been diluted in hot water. Well, before I even started this recipe, I took the saffron and placed it in hot, boiling water. This way, I really get the full, rich flavor of the saffron in my couscous. I'm adding it all in. Please don't hesitate to rinse if you need to. I'll rinse the rest of it. Then I'm going to try it on top. Now I'm adding my spices. I'm starting with the turmeric first. Take a look at the turmeric and the ginger. Here I'm talking about a small teaspoon, just like this.
The pepper. A half of a spoon.
And also the couscous spice blends. Take a look. This is my own brand of spices, my spice box. I'm adding a generous spoonful of my couscous blends. I'd prefer to stop for a little bit to explain to you. Spices, they are truly very important in our dishes. It's what gives them their identity. It's what gives them their depth. It's also what gives the taste we are looking for in the dishes we try, whether in restaurants or during the travels we experience in our lives. So I just wanted to let you know that I've created my very own spice box. You'll find a wide variety of blends, so many choices, you're sure to find your perfect match. This message is especially for all you food lovers out there, for anyone looking to embark on a journey without needing a plane ticket. There are so many choices. You're bound to find something you truly love. This is, after all, 8 years of experience in the field. I'm giving you to savor your dishes and get that authentic taste you're always searching for. If you're interested, the link is right below in the video's description. And now we'll continue with our recipe. I'm adding some salt, 1.5 spoons. Then you can adjust it during cooking. I add my bouquet garni and the butter. That changes everything as well. You have to add a spoonful of butter. If you have some rancid butter, I don't know if you're familiar with that. This is the butter that's often used in Middle Eastern cooking. It's truly delicious and it imparts a great deal of flavor. While some people might not prefer it, I personally find it quite interesting, especially with couscous. That's what reminds me, for instance, if you've ever been to Morocco, to Rabat or Marrakech, they add a little of this aged butter, which truly makes a significant difference in the overall taste. All right, so here we go. We're going to put this on to cook now. And there you have it. I'm mixing everything together now so that the spices can really get deep inside and properly flavor our chicken. We're going to let it simmer just like this for a little while before adding anything else. We're going to let it really take on its color. Just look at the color. It's very important to go through this step. We won't be adding any water at this stage, not just yet. We're going to allow the chicken to cook thoroughly, just like this, on its own. And then, subsequently, we will incorporate the water and we'll permit it to gently simmer for a duration of at least 20 minutes prior to the addition of any vegetables. And as you can observe, the chicken has now acquired a lovely, rich color. I am going to add the tomatoes just like this, and then we'll mix it all up really well. And then we'll just let it cook gently
before you put the vegetables into it.
All right, after I'd say about 10 minutes of cooking, just look at the chicken and the colors. Honestly, the aroma right now is just magnificent. So I'm going to add some hot water to baste my chicken. And with that, it's off to cook for 20 minutes and we'll be right back with you all after that. Here we've let our chicken cook gently. Now we're going to take care of the semolina. I'm going to put in the semolina. I have 1 kilo here. I'm going to place it in like this, and then I'm going to add some salt.
And there you have it. And then we add some olive oil.
I'm adding olive oil. Don't hesitate. I use olive oil, but if you prefer sunflower oil, that's perfectly fine too. But if you're seeking authenticity, the flavor, the aroma, you must prepare the couscous only with olive oil. But if you don't have any, that's fine. Just use a neutral oil. There you go. And we start working our semolina like this between our hands. Traditionally, this honestly brings back so many memories. All Moroccans, I believe, will truly recognize themselves in this video. We really like it. It reminds us of childhood. It reminds us of Moroccan tradition. For us, couscous, I'm telling you clearly, there are no 5-minute microwave meals. Our mothers and grandmothers don't know that. For them, this doesn't exist. It's never done that way. This is all done by hand, a truly manual process, and it's also made with a lot of love and care. So we're going to work our semolina just like this. Don't hesitate to really rub it thoroughly between your hands. This way, the seeds will absorb the olive oil like this. Make sure all the seeds are well coated. Here, my grains, look, they've absorbed enough water. I have no doubt at all. Now, I'm going to add water like this. So, I have 1 kilo of semolina. I need to add 1 liter of water. That's the equivalent. This technique, or perhaps this couscous method, is truly the finest approach you can employ. You'll be able to prepare your couscous with absolute tranquility, having no uncertainty whatsoever regarding the final outcome. I'm going to add some water to bring it up to 1 full liter, and then we'll just leave it exactly as it is. We won't touch it at all. We'll simply let it sit like that. Let it soak. Don't you worry about a thing. Even if you happen to notice some water floating on the surface, you'll see it'll be perfectly fine. We're going to leave it just like this for a minimum of 15 minutes, and then we'll come back to continue with our next steps. After just a quarter of an hour, take a look at our couscous. Now it already looks like it's completely cooked. Just look. Here you can absolutely go for this with your eyes closed. This particular technique, you should hold on to it. As I always tell you, make sure to take notes because I always have valuable tips to share. This is based on experience. These aren't just empty words, but truly my own experience. Before I was like you too, I made quite a few mistakes, but I learned from them. And today I'm showing you, I'm giving you all the best advice on a silver platter. So I take my couscous and start putting it into the steamer. At the same time, I'm working it so it doesn't clump. Look, it's loose and fluffy, no lumps, no sticking. And yet we added a liter of water to it right from the start. This will give us a very, very successful result. I'm finishing all the semolina. It's really nicely fluffed up. I'm going to put it in my couscous steamer. Make sure to put your semolina in a cold couscous steamer because that will darken everything you make. You really let the water come up to a good rolling boil, and then you place your couscous steamer on top. You don't touch it at all for 25 minutes of cooking, and we'll be right back with you after that. After 20 minutes of cooking, I'm going to add my vegetables. I'll start with the carrots and the turnip because they require a lot more cooking time than the zucchini and the squash. I'm going to place them in like this. And if you absolutely prefer to do so, you can cook the zucchini and the squash quite separately. That will make it that will be much, much better. That way at least you'll be able to control the entire cooking process. I'm going to add my turnips. Exactly like this. And the rest, the potatoes, the zucchini and the squash, I'm going to set them aside separately. Then I'm going to add a little bit of onion to ensure we get a really creamy sauce. I'm leaving the rest for the squash and the other vegetables. I'll just give it a little mix. And I'll close it, then it's off for another 20 minutes. Anyway, you're completely in control of the cooking process. You're right there, so you can easily poke your chicken every now and then to ensure it's perfectly cooked through. Now I'm going to cook the zucchini with the squash, but I'll do them separately. I find that this particular way of doing it is really much better, I think. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and add the bouquet garni as well, and then naturally the remainder of my vegetables, just like this. I'm going to add the rest of the onions now. There we go. And then a spice blend, just like we did earlier, the very same spices that we added previously. All right, there we go. And some hot water. And with that, I'm going to put them to cook right alongside. This allows us to save time and also to achieve truly authentic flavors. I'm going to start cooking these now, and we'll be back for the next step. You also taste your salt. If you need to adjust a little pepper, that's really necessary. And on this side, we have the vegetables that have started to cook. We haven't reached 25 minutes just yet. You see, I've made some holes like this, which allows the steam to pass through and directly penetrate the semolina that's on the surface. We'll leave it like this, and it will help it rise much more quickly. It is a 25 minutes of cooking time. Now look at the couscous. We're going to place it right here. And we're going to try to bring it down slowly, bit by bit.
Like that.
And we're going to work it by hand. We'll try though, because it's so hot. You'll see. It's really very easy and practical. After this recipe, you'll be saying goodbye to that 5-minute microwave couscous. So we're trying to break it apart like this. We're not going to use our hands because it's truly boiling. We're going to wait for it to cool down a little bit. You can also grab a whisk or even a fork. Just do what you can and we'll try to baste it. We have 200 milliliters extra, which is the equivalent, we could say, of about 2 glasses or 1.5. And that way we can mix it very gently with our hands. Be careful not to burn yourself. There we've poured the extra 200 ml over it. Now it doesn't need any more water. It's done. We'll repeat the process. That means we'll steam it right away. Adjust the salt if you think it needs a little more, and then we'll meet again for plating. And there it is. After that, you could say 20 more minutes of cooking. Look, the couscous is ready. Just take a really close look at these grains. It's really well cooked. It doesn't stick together and it's not dense at all. The semolina itself has been perfectly prepared. All right, I'm going to start with the plating process. The very first thing we need to do is put the couscous at the bottom. You take the amount that works best for you. Here, I've put 1 kilo. You can also work with 500 grams, no problem at all. I'm placing it in the center, careful. There, I'm trying to spread it without letting it cool down. This is the plating. That means we need it to stay warm. I'm trying to spread it a bit everywhere on the sides. We empty the center.
Just like that.
We are trying to give it the beautiful, classic, traditional shape. Just like that on the sides. All right, and now we're moving to the broth. Look at this, it's truly fantastic. Look at the cooking, the vegetables, the chicken. We're going to start by adding the chicken first. I'm taking a spoon. Look, I'm going to get it out. The very first thing you need to do is always start with the chicken. Then you'll want to place it carefully right in the center, just like this. And then after that, we'll move on to the broth. You see, it's really the recipe. It's so incredibly easy. It truly demonstrates just how practical and versatile couscous can be. You simply need to know the right techniques and all the little tips and tricks. So now I'm going to start sprinkling water on my semolina. I get the broth and move to the sides at the same time. I turn like this. There. I'll water the semolina. I'll also leave some of it to serve as a side dish with the main course.
There you go.
And I'll be placing my vegetables carefully on the side. We're trying to achieve a really beautiful presentation. That's something that's extremely important. For me, the presentation, it's really necessary, you know. We eat with our eyes first, as the saying goes, before it even reaches our mouth. So you see, I try to put turnip in all my dishes and carrots as well. I'll finish adding all the vegetables and we'll meet again for the final presentation. And just like that, we'll have finished our delicious recipe. Just look at this amazing couscous. You won't find anything more traditional than this one. It's easy. I've given you all the tips and tricks for perfect couscous, the vegetables, and the cooking. So you have everything you need to make your dish a success. And don't forget the blends, of course, designed to give you more depth, more authentic flavor in your dishes. Don't hesitate to visit the website. Here, take a look. You'll see. You're sure to find something you'll love. And with this recipe, know that from this video, you can say goodbye to 5-minute microwave couscous. You'll make your own homemade couscous. You'll be proud of it, I'm convinced. Don't hesitate to subscribe, to like if you enjoyed the recipe, and also ask questions. I'll be happy to answer them. And in any case, thank you very much for your time, and I'll see you in the next recipe. Bye-bye.